Hello and welcome to another daily market reading. We are on Tuesday the 23rd of June and Bitcoin is doing what we thought it was going to be doing, which is great. So let me give you a quick recap of what is going on, what I think is going to be happening, and a bit more. So let's start off. When Bitcoin was at around this area, we said that was a potentially good place for us to go for a long position. During the weekend, we got a sluggish, bit of a sad move up. We attempted to go long, to go short here. It depends exactly where the entry point was, but a 2% stop loss could or could have not been stopped out. Okay, the price didn't drop like we thought it would. It actually went up a bit more, but at exactly this area in yesterday's video, I said it was a really good place to go short. Why? Because of this. And if you also want to know why, just watch yesterday's video. Okay, so ever since then, Bitcoin has given us an amazing nearly 6% drop, which is fairly good. But I do not think it is over yet. I still think there is some more space for it to go. Okay, so if you are still riding in this wave, cool, great. If you have taken profits already, fine. If you have closed your position, fine. Personally, what I have done is I have taken some partial profits and I have moved my stop loss to break-even point and even a bit higher, a bit lower down. Okay, so if for whatever reason, I don't know, world hunger stops and the price of Bitcoin goes up, I'm not going to get any losses whatsoever. Okay, I think my stop loss is at around this area. Therefore, the price has got some room to travel up. If I get stopped out, I'll still be in some profits. Okay, what do I think is going to be happening? So I'm going to trace you, yes, you guessed it, well done, a fixed range volume profile. Okay, so we tried to go short there, we had a slight deviation, and then we got straight back inside. Okay, the price could not manage to spend a single minute. Well, actually it did spend quite a bit of hours, but it didn't actually manage to go out at all. Okay, we then blasted through this area with this blue line, which is the value which is the POC, which is the point of control. So what is my next target? Well, it's going to be this one, the value area low. Okay, since we are not respecting at all the point of control, we might potentially be getting some sort of really short-term pushes up, but I do think that we are going to be going like this, but eventually going down. Okay, so it's completely up to you what you want to do. If you want to hold your trade, if you want to close it and then enter it once again, we are in a downtrend. Okay, that's very clear. That's a very clear thing. We are trending down. Why do I say this? Because we've got a high, we've got a low, we've got a lower high, we've got a lower low because we've gone below this one. What is next? Well, we could do a lower high. Okay, ideally to this area. Okay, this is more or less where I'm going to be waiting for the price of Bitcoin. I'm going to show you why, when, how, and all of that stuff in this video. So what is going to be my next thing that I'm going to do? I'm going to turn on our indicators. Please remember you've got access to these completely for free, and the link in the descriptions box is going to take you to our Telegram, in which you can send a message to our support team and tell them you want access to these indicators for free. Okay, if you don't know what they are, how you use them, and all of that stuff, I have made a little series of videos which is going to tell you exactly how to use them, and most importantly, how to customize these indicators to how you trade. This is not one size fits all. These are indicators that you can customize to your own trader preference, what time frame, what anything. Okay, go watch those videos. So what have I got turned on? I have got the smart oscillator. Okay, you can see on there, smart oscillator. I've got the signals and all the blocks, which are these little blocks there, and I've got the smart trend. Okay, the smart trend is always going to be on. why did we say this was going to be a good trade? We were on the purple smart trend, we had the yellow dot, we were basically overbought a lot, we had an order block sitting around there. It was quite a clear short. Okay, let me go on the 4 hourly time frame. Looks like we could be very well potentially be getting some sort of a push up. Okay, I don't think it's going to be a crazy, insane to the moon push up. I don't think so. What I do think so is that we could get potentially a bit of a push up where we've actually got an exponential moving average meeting inside a fair value gap, which means that in the short term, okay, on the 1 hourly time frame, for example, this is scary. Okay, for a start. If you've been watching my videos, this is money flow. You should know by this. You should know about this by now. When you see massive money flow, it does mean that there's been a lot of aggression, a lot of power inside this push down. Therefore, you need to be careful because there could potentially be even more bleeding out. Okay, so I'm not gonna go long. Yes, I am getting a divergence there, which means that the price could potentially get a bit of a retracement back up. But we have got a 2 hour fair value gap with an exponential moving average, with all of it being inside a 4 hour fair value gap. It does look like the price could get a bit of a modest push up. I don't think the price is now going to suddenly shoot back up. I would highly doubt it. Actually, I don't think it's really doable. But I do think that in the short term, we are going to get some kind of moves up. Okay. Following this, if you did want to go long using our indicators, this could be potentially quite a good place. Okay, why? You've got a money flow divergence on the 2 hourly time frame. You've got the little yellow dot as well. You've got the smart trend on the 2 hour time frame, which is a bit odd. Okay, which is still green, which means that you could, in theory, on the 2 hourly time frame, go long. You've got modest. You've got not the smallest, but you've got some modest money flow as well, and you are oversold. Okay, so potentially with proper risk management, you could attempt a long position. I guess when this came out, it was around there. A stop loss just below this green rectangle, which is a fair value gap, and then with a take profit, not a crazy one. You need to also pay really close attention. This is not a trade. If you do take away, if you're using our indicators, one thing that I do say, that I would say to you, is to be careful and think what the main move is. Okay, you are in a downtrend and you are attempting to go against it. Okay, it's not the brightest of ideas. If you have closed your position, or your take profit was hit, and you're itching to press buy, to press sell, if I was you, I would probably wait for the RSI to be around this area, for us to go short. Okay, so if you're not in any trades now and you're itching, a bit of a move up, and it's going to be a good place for you to incorporate yourself into the downtrend. Okay, don't try to fish the bottom, because now very well the price could go and then just carry on going down. Okay, again, to go with that, we have got USDT doing a very similar thing. We have got on the 4 hourly time frame a divergence as well. We've even got an RSI divergence. We're making lower lows on the RSI and higher highs. Lower highs on the RSI, higher highs on price action. And we have even got a money flow divergence, which means that we could get some sort of retracement, so it pushes up in the crypto market. Okay, another thing, it is a trade that I personally took. I don't really talk about anything else in this channel apart from Bitcoin, USDT, and Ethereum, but I just really wanted to show you Solana, because using our indicators, you actually got a really nice entry point. Okay, so Solana was doing this, okay, and it failed. So you were going up Actually, I'm going to delete everything, going to be easier. You were going up, down, you failed to go above the recent high. Bitcoin, this is why it's really important for you to use cross-reference analysis to look at different coins, especially don't look at a shit coin, don't look at what hype is doing, but look at what Bitcoin's doing, look at what USDT is doing. And we could see the smart trend on the 4 hourly time frame was purple. You had an order block there, you got the little yellow dot, you were perfectly overbought, and you had a little bit of money flow. This was screaming short. I personally took this trade and it gave us an 8.6% move. That's not bad at all. Okay, that was actually quite a good trade. Okay, so having said that, I think I'm just going to leave the video here because things seem to be playing out how I thought that they were gonna play out, which is great. Just a really quick recap. Okay, Bitcoin is going to be going down. In my point of view, we could get some sort of a push up in the short term, but just to carry on going down, we've got some liquidity here and there. And I am not forgetting we are in a bear market. Okay, so having said that, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you leave a like, you subscribe, and you leave any questions or any doubts you may have in the comment section below, and I'll do my best to try and answer them. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye.